Why the US is printing more money again? What if I told you the United States keeps creating more money, even while its national debt keeps breaking records? Some people call it printing money, others call it economic management. But what is really happening? Who benefits from it? And why are economists warning that the next few years could shape the future of the US economy? Let's break it down. The problem. The US government spends more money than it collects in taxes. To cover the gap, it borrows by selling Treasury bonds. Over time, that debt has grown into tens of trillions of dollars. The bigger problem is interest. As interest rates rise, the government pays more to service its debt. That means Washington often needs to borrow even more money. Many people ask the same question. If the government keeps borrowing, who keeps buying all those bonds? That is where the Federal Reserve enters the picture. What does printing money really mean? Despite the phrase, the Federal Reserve does not simply print piles of cash. Instead, it creates money electronically. During financial crises, the Fed buys government bonds and other assets from banks. In exchange, it credits banks with new reserves. This process is called Quantitative Easing, or QE. The goal is to keep money flowing through the economy, lower borrowing costs, and prevent financial markets from freezing. Supporters say this helps avoid deep recessions. Critics argue it encourages too much borrowing and inflates asset prices. Why are people talking about it again? Concerns have returned because the US still faces massive debt, persistent budget deficits, and slowing economic growth. If another recession or financial crisis occurs, many analysts believe the Federal Reserve could introduce new measures to support the economy. Some people describe any increase in liquidity as printing money. Others point out that today's actions differ from the large emergency programs used during the 2008 financial crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic. The key point is this. The Federal Reserve has several tools to stabilize markets, and those tools often increase the amount of money circulating in the financial system. Who wins and who loses? When more money enters the financial system, stock markets and other assets often rise. Businesses find it easier to borrow. Banks gain liquidity. But there is another side. If the money supply grows faster than the economy, inflation can increase. Higher inflation reduces purchasing power. Food, housing, fuel, and everyday expenses become more expensive. People living on fixed incomes often feel the impact first. Conclusion. So, is the United States secretly printing unlimited money? No. Is the Federal Reserve creating money through monetary policy when needed? Yes. The bigger question is whether future policies keep inflation under control while supporting economic growth. This debate affects everyone because decisions made in Washington influence markets, businesses, and households around the world. If you found this explanation helpful, subscribe for more fact-based videos on economics, politics, and global trends. Thanks for watching.